MrBeast philanthropy just got exposed for potentially being fake, and a huge investigation just revealed that MrBeast might just be a crypto scammer like Logan Paul. In other words, MrBeast is not the innocent, wholesome guy that you think he is, but he might just be faker than Kim Kardashian's gat. First things first, let's talk about MrBeast philanthropy. I think the biggest argument that MrBeast meat riders have been using to defend Jimmy is that he donates to charity. He does philanthropy. And personally, I always found that argument to be brain dead. I mean, bruh, Diddy also did philanthropy. And let's put it this way. Not only did Diddy donate a lot of money to charity, he also donated a lot of his baby oil to kids' cheeks, if you know what I mean. You guys know this by now, but I've always said that I don't care if someone donates to charity. If you're an evil scumbag, you deserve to get criticized, even if you donate to charity. And YouTuber abroad in Japan said it best.
People need to look past the philanthropy, which is solely designed for his own benefit. The philanthropy it always feels like it's there as a barrier to stop any criticism.
But this old video from 8 months ago, it was actually recorded by one of the non-profit charity organizations that featured in MrBeast Curing 1,000 People of Blindness video, alleges that this philanthropy video from MrBeast is not as genuine as you might think.
With the head surgeon, Dr. Hyro, who was in the video with MrBeast. And did we receive any kind of compensation from MrBeast for any of the surgeries in April of 2022?
Nothing related to MrBeast in our projects.
And what about any other clinics, any other dates that we've been doing surgeries in Mexico?
No, any projects? No.
Yeah.
I mean, I will remember because he's very famous.
Right.
So, no, not at all.
Yeah, because in his video, he claims that he is going to pay for 1,000 surgeries,
oh, wow,
including surgeries in this clinic.
In this clinic here?
And he actually shows you right here performing a surgery in his video, but we never received any kind of compensation at all.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
we don't receive any compensation for that.
Wow, to think that this huge bombshell of a video was buried for the last 8 months and is only now going viral is crazy. I want to make this clear once again. This is not a random group of people who just decided to, slander MrBeast 8 months ago, way before the MrBeast downfall drama started, and way before more Pegasus started milking MrBeast's breasts. This video was taken by a non-profit charity organization that featured in MrBeast's video, where they claim that they spent $120,000 on eye surgeries and MrBeast never paid them.
We want to make a $100,000 donation.
It'll bring sight to thousands of people.
Mission Flight is one of the nonprofits that's featured in that video. Our surgeons, our people are performing that work. It only costs us about $2,000 per surgery after consideration of the donated supplies that we received from other organizations. We did 62 surgeries that weekend. That's $124,000. We have yet to receive a penny from MrBeast or anyone mentioned in that video. Like, what is going on here?
But here's the funniest part. You have to remember that MrBeast is a for-profit brand. So this charity alleges that MrBeast essentially collabed with a non-profit organization, claimed that he was gonna pay for the cost of the surgeries that the charity ended up doing, just to never pay them. This is some Mr. Burns crap. This is literally the equivalent of Sabrina Carpenter telling you that she's gonna give you the hack tour just for KSI to give you the hack tour, and for Sabrina Carpenter to take full credit, even though in reality it was KSI all along that drank out of your prime bottle. If the allegations of this charity are true, this would mean that MrBeast not only stole all credit from this organization for the surgeries performed, but this would also mean that he turned a not-for-profit cause into a for-profit scheme. The people in the video estimate that MrBeast made $850,000 from that Curing 1,000 People of Blindness video, while they got $0 from all of that.
You've done the blind community wrong by making money. I don't know how much you're raking in off of this video alone. 170 million views off of very false claims.
Bruh, MrBeast, you know you messed up when you somehow get the blind community against you. Now, I've seen some brain-dead individuals. Well, they're either brain-dead or someone literally busted a peanut inside their brain. Because they've been saying some stuff like, this non-profit organization is clearly just trying to get clout. They're just leeches who are just trying to profit from MrBeast. Bruh, like, I know MrBeast meat is not that good, bro. Like, I know that cheese on that meat is not that good. Do you understand how ridiculous that argument sounds? I think people who are terminally online forget that charities don't benefit from drama. They're not YouTubers. There's no profit to be made, you MrBeast hack tour machines. I mean, it's in the name. They're literally called non-profit organizations. Non-profit charity organizations tend to not be like more Pegasus. They're not there to farm drama. As a matter of fact, it's in their best interest to stay away from drama. So if they're making these big accusations, then I feel like at the very least, MrBeast probably goofed somewhere. So to assume that all of these people who are actually working for an organization that was featured in the MrBeast video, I don't want to jump into any conclusions conclusion, but to assume that they're all lying, you're doing more than glazing MrBeast. You're riding his Mr. Meat at that point. I've also seen MrBeast defenders claiming that this charity organization that made this video is a fraud and is impersonating another charity called Mission Sight and not Mission Flight. But when you literally look at the Mission Flight channel, they literally have a video from 5 years ago with less than 1,000 views where they're showcasing their eye clinic operating room, where they literally describe the same eye procedure that MrBeast described in his own video.
We're doing 2 cataracts at the same time. One of them is going to be an open cataract, the other one's like a closed cataract, and they're just basically going to change and take out the lenses and put in new artificial lenses.
Because Jeremiah was born with cataracts, his right eye never received light. So the surgeon uses a tiny vacuum to suck up the clouded lens.
Well, it's sucking.
And replace it with an artificial.
But don't worry guys, according to the MrBeast brain-dead defenders, Mission Flight has been planning this whole MrBeast downfall for the past 5 years. So obviously they're not lying, they're clearly involved with the eye surgeries. But I want to make this clear, this doesn't mean that MrBeast's whole video was fake. I'm sure that MrBeast paid for hundreds of the surgeries in the video. But obviously when you're making a YouTube video, 1,000 sounds way better than, let's say, 859. But I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to philanthropy, I don't care what's the better title. If you've paid for the surgery of 752 people, you don't put 1,000 in the title and then make people believe in a video that you've really paid for 1,000 surgeries. And you don't work with a non-profit organization, tell them that you're gonna collab with them and pay for the surgeries that they perform just to never pay them. Clickbait is fine in my opinion, but when it comes to charity, philanthropy, that's when you shouldn't just spew misinformation just for a better thumbnail or a better title. Like, let's put it this way. If in my video I have like 5 cancer kid patients who are like, you know, like ill, and then like, I just cured these 5 people's cancer, but in reality 4 of them kids ended up oofing, I think we can all agree that that would just be messed up. Smash like if you agree. Just like if you've paid for 800 surgeries, then there's no need to make people believe that you've paid for 1,000. Now, because this video is 8 months old, you might assume that this information is outdated, and that perhaps MrBeast already paid them behind the scenes. But if you look at the description of the video, there's an update from the 30th of October, where they literally double down and say that MrBeast still didn't pay them. Best case scenario, this is all just a misunderstanding, and maybe MrBeast really sent the money just to the wrong charity. Worst case scenario, if these allegations turn out to be true, then the MrBeast hacked 12 machines and Mr. Beat My Meat himself are finished. Now, a lot of people, including myself, have been wondering, why is MrBeast so close to Logan Paul? And why have they been close friends for years, despite Logan Paul's, cooked past?
And then he teamed up with Logan Paul, and that tells you what you need to know. Literally, he teamed up with Logan Paul, the biggest, can I say the C word?
Well, the reason as to why MrBeast and Logan Paul are close friends might be because they're both crypto scammers. An independent investigation allegedly links MrBeast with multiple crypto pump and dump schemes. Andy and Moist Critical, who's very knowledgeable about crypto scams, came to the conclusion that saying that MrBeast is allegedly a crypto scammer is the equivalent of saying that Diddy allegedly did something sus with his bottles of baby oil. Saying allegedly at this point might as well just be a courtesy.
I want to bring to you some things that are very shady to me when it comes to MrBeast, to a situation where I actually think MrBeast might be one of the most successful shady dudes in crypto, allegedly.
The investigation alleges that MrBeast was insider trading coins, or meme stocks in stocks terms, and was collaborating with the developers of those coins. Essentially what would happen is that MrBeast would have access to the pre-sales of the cryptos he would collaborate with. In crypto, a pre-sale is what happens when you give specific people the opportunity to buy your stock or your crypto before the public for a lower price. In simpler terms, this would be the equivalent of buying the Apple stock for 20 bucks, while the public would have to pay 225 bucks. And in brain rot terms, for those who still don't understand, this is the equivalent of you putting the baby oil on someone's cheeks instead of someone putting baby oil inside your bum. That's basically what a pre-sale is in crypto. Essentially, these pre-sales allowed MrBeast to never lose money and to always be able to dump on the public when the coin released. Bruh. Okay, so this is one of the coins that MrBeast allegedly promoted and got access to their pre-sale. So, I think you'll notice how as soon as the coin released, after the pre-sale, there was that big bump, that big spike, just for the coin to completely crater and to never recover after more than 3 years. But surely MrBeast didn't sell at the peak and dumped on everyone. Right, guys? Well, according to the investigation, MrBeast allegedly did, and turned a small investment into $23 million. You cannot make this up. MrBeast and KSI were caught promoting the same coin that ended up pump and dumping, and they allegedly both had access to the pre-sale of that coin and dumped on the public when the coin released. But nah, don't worry guys, that's just a coincidence. It's very funny to me how Logan Paul allegedly partook in the exact same pump and dump scheme with his crypto zoo coin. I mean, look at this chart. It's literally a 1-to-1 of the chart of the coin that MrBeast allegedly pump and dumped. I don't know if it's just me guys, but I feel like I'm starting to understand why these three became very close friends.